And now the state is involved. The state, now it's getting serious. The state is withholding money for the village of Dolton, Illinois. Oh, Mayor Tiffany, come on. You don't need this. You don't want this. So let's get into what's happening, then I'll break it down further on what's going on with this. This is not good, people. This is horrific.
Illinois State Comptroller Susana Mendoza is suspending some state payments to Dolton. They're called offset funds, money collected from state payments that the comptroller's office can withhold when people owe money to municipalities. The office says in Dolton's case, Mayor Tiffany Henyard has refused to share required annual reports, including a financial report and a financial audit for the past 2 years.
All right. So what does that mean, you guys? So states, you have a hierarchy of resources. You got the feds, you got the state, and you got the cities or local municipalities. Really, you have the federal, the state, the county, and then the city that the county is sitting in. And resources go up and down that way. And so oftentimes with cities, municipalities, what they'll do is they will write for grants. It's certain fund allocations that come down from the state and from the county that's owed to the cities based on taxpayer initiatives and whatever. And so the state will collect a certain amount of money, just like the feds will collect certain amounts of money. And that's one of the revenue streams for cities. Of course, you have the property tax and the real estate taxes, but there are exemplary funds that are being held, miscellaneous funds that are being held that comes back to the city. And there is grants that you write to the state for, to do certain things for parks and recreation, for public works, or for the police department or whatever. But a lot of the times, not even a lot of the times, I'm sure there are some times where it doesn't happen this way, but I don't know of any. They're going to look at your records. That's why you have to be audited. That's why you have a third party audit your books, because they want to be sure on a state level and a federal level that you not create no rogue state or no rogue city or no terrorist stuff or nothing crazy. They want to be sure that you're handling the residents' money the right way. It's oversight. You still have the governance to do what you want to do in your city based on what the residents want you to do, but you are supposed to do it within guidelines to keep everything transparent, right? Keep it right and tight. When you do stuff like she's doing, according to Lori Lightfoot, she ain't been having audits, meaning she being Mayor Tiffany Henyard ain't had audits since 2021. And she ain't had no financial director, and she ain't had no treasurer. So, the books is looking real crazy. So when the state is like, well, let's see where you all are, she ain't got it. And then they hearing rumors about there being negative 3.6 million. That looks crazy. So yeah, they're like, no, we gonna hold it. We're gonna hold on to this money for y'all real quick, because y'all ain't figured out what y'all doing. Once y'all figure all this out and the FBI done locking people up, then we'll go ahead and reallocate the money. This is so crazy. And at the end of the day, the residents are going to hurt the most. You got a lot of seniors that need these resources. They want the place that they live in to be safe for them, to be okay. And that's what this money is for. Whether it's as simple as the roads or as complicated as their safety with the police department, these dollars that are being misused go to that. They don't have money to have the car being torn up by potholes in the streets because you've misused the city money. They don't want their houses broken into or be assaulted in any kind of manner because you don't have adequate police coverage. And that's what these dollars are for. And so it really saddens me when she talks about being the leader and all of these things, and this stuff happens. Now, again, everything's alleged. She ain't been indicted. She hasn't been convicted of anything yet, but it looks really, really, really bad. And so we're going off of the assumption that all of the investigations, all of the stuff that the residents are saying, the firing of her city administrator and her police chief we're going to go with all of that as a big red sign that says something's wrong. So with that being the evidence that we have thus far, we can say that she's mishandling things. I hope things turn around. I hope something happens good for these residents, but it just don't look good. All right. Until the next time, stay unlikely and be unstoppable.